Everybody, good morning, or should I say good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Anyways, as you can see, I'm still doing this, and decided to make the screen on the side a little bit bigger, so you guys can maybe see me a little bit better, even though I'm not supposed to be the main focus of these things. Anyways, let's hold on. Right, anyways, I'm going to have lunch with my dad, because that's something people still do these days. And, well, I'm going to try to catch some Pokemon on the way. Now, I'm going to let you guys know in advance, I am taking the bus. And, while on the bus, I'm also going to be playing. Just not really sure I'm going to be talking as much. Because, you know, people on the bus, they don't like to be disturbed, and, well, there's a lot of noise going on, so I'm not even sure I'll have the recording still on. Hold on, when does the bus get here? It's not that long. Anyway, there aren't any Pokemon here at all. That's weird, and very rare for this area. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna have this game still record while I'm on the bus. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna turn this thing off for a second. See you in a minute. But yeah, the bus just came, and I decided not to record myself on the bus during that time. Mostly because, well, I don't want to just sit around and talk to my phone while there's people on the bus with me, and also some people were also talking, and I don't think private conversations of other people should be part of this video. It's plain and simple. Hold on. I'm gonna cross the street. Well, the road to the central station. And apparently there's some construction going on, so I'm gonna just try to maneuver my way around it as I try to catch this annoying Diglett here. Gotcha. Anyway, so I reviewed the footage from last night, the inaugural pilot episode of this here series, and well, is that a Loudred? It is. That's interesting. So yeah, a lot of things I did wrong in that pilot episode. Mostly, the volume just kept switching from incredibly low to incredibly loud, as I just caught a Loudred, which was like really convenient anyway. So I figured what happened was I kept having my fingers on the phone's mic. Hold on, I need a pin-up area for this tipping. The problem is, though, I have no idea where the mic even is for this thing. So I don't know. Well, let me just try this pin-up area. I don't know where to put my fingers exactly so that I won't block the mic and therefore disrupt. Oh, what's wrong with you, man? And therefore disrupt the volume. So it's just gonna be a bit of a learning curve. Finally got you. And well, eventually we'll get around to a point where these videos sound exactly the way I want them to. In the meantime, yeah, like I said, I'm going to see my dad. What happened to you? Hold on. Oh, gave me a scare there for a second. This. Oh, an Oshawott. I like Oshawott. I'm gonna catch an Oshawott. I'm not gonna catch any because, well, would be kind of ridiculous and very time consuming. So yeah, I'm just gonna catch whatever Pokemon I want to catch. I think this recording app is really putting a strain on the phone. That's why it's so slow. Even by this phone's standards. So yeah, like I mentioned, I am going to have some lunch with my father, which is fun and enjoyable. I'm going to block the sun with my head for a second. And I'm going to catch a Pokemon while I'm talking to you guys. Again, I have no idea if this series is going to work out the way I hoped it would before COVID happened. By the way, you can still see the logo of the this recording app on the bottom of the screen there. You kind of have... Oh, hold on. There's a fountain over here, so I'm going to go away from it for a bit. You kind of have to pay extra money for a VIP service from this app so that you can remove this watermark and get some better frame rates for the recordings and lots of other perks that you get if you get the VIP version of this here app. The thing is, though, it's not too expensive, but yeah, it's an extra monthly payment, and I'm not really sure that if I want to do that right now. I'm gonna stay away from the wind. It's probably making it hard for me to speak. Hold on. I'm gonna stand over here. Gotcha. So, yeah, if this series of videos is gonna generate the type of content that I want, the type of, more importantly, the type of views that I want, I might look into investing some more into the VIP version of this thing. So it's an if at this point. Not a big if, just an if. But like I said, if enough people actually watch this series and I can see some potential in it, then that's what I'll do. It's as simple as that, because that's how these things work. By the way, I don't have my buddy Pokemon with me, which is something that I just noticed. Hold on, let me just stand over here. As you can see, it's a shiny Feebas. I caught it at work, oddly enough. And the only reason I have this shiny Feebas with me is because they want to evolve it into a shiny Milotic. It may be, you know, upgrade its competitive potential. What is wrong with you? Okay, maybe it doesn't want to be fed right now. Hold on. One second. What just happened? Apparently, my partner Pokemon just doesn't want to evolve. No, not evolve. Doesn't want to be fed right now because I tried, you know, partner play, or is it buddy play? I don't remember what it was. But anyways, yeah, it just. The whole phone just went black, so I decided not to feed it any berries at the moment, and just continue on with this video because my dad's waiting and I'm hungry. So, let's see. Oh, is that a quillfish? You don't really see many quillfish. Fortunately for me, I already caught one, so I don't need one for the decks. I'm just gonna catch this Snivy because it's a starter Pokemon. Oh, come on! Thing is, I gotta catch a lot of Pokemon that are easy to evolve, at least in their first stage, because you get... Oh, come on. Must have heard me. You get experience for evolving Pokemon, so when Pokemon evolve, the faster you gain experience, and the faster you rise through the levels. It's a bit of a system that works. The unfortunate thing is, you might end up evolving a few Pokemon that maybe you didn't want to, but I said to myself, the important thing is to get to level 40 first. Hold on. With a terrible throw. The important thing is to get to level 40 first, and then whoa, what is happening? Ooh. Hold on, I think the wind's gonna change once I get out of this area. Hold on. Yeah, I hope it's better for you guys. You guys can hear me. Hello. Well, this video is a bit of a bust now. Because I'm almost at the place where I'm meeting my dad. So, hold on, I just need to cross this road here. Let's just hope. Yep, there's plenty of cars. Hold on. Anyway, these videos are turning up the way I wanted them to. Didn't think there'd be so much background noise. But this is just the prototype version, let's call it that way. Prototype version of this series. Because I have this realized that having a second camera over here doesn't really work all that well, so I decided to buy a GoPro camera, which will probably be here on my wrist right here. So I could record myself separately from this phone, because the mic on this phone isn't really all that good. So I'm gonna record myself using a wrist-mounted camera and remove this little screen right here, which should be quite helpful, and probably make the screen look a lot better. But anyways, I'm at the parking lot where I'm supposed to meet. Lots of people want to talk to me. No idea what they want. Probably trying to sell me some things. So yeah, I have reached my destination, and so ends the second part of this video. I'll talk to you guys later after I've eaten and I can think a bit more clearly. So see you guys then, right after I catch this Diglett right here. Please tell me I caught you, Mr. Diglett, sir. Thank you. Well, that's it for now. See you guys in just a second. That was nice and refreshing. Now, guess I'll be heading home. Now, I had some other something else planned. As you can see, I did get the little shiny feebas to come out and feed it. That's why it's following me right now. But as I was saying, I had something planned to do for today that it doesn't really look like I'm gonna have time to do it, because I have work to do. I'm working a night shift tonight, so I have to be ready to leave the house before 7. And as you can see, it's almost 6. So yeah, the thing that I planned to do was gonna take at least an hour, if not more. So doesn't really look like I'm gonna have enough time to do it. We're gonna record a video, but yeah, like I said. But on the bright side, at least I'm doing this, so at least I'll have some sort of content to put on my channel today. And as we all know, content is the most important thing for a YouTube channel. Content and consistency of that content. So, which is one of the main reasons I decided to make this series of videos in the first place. I'm not always going to have the opportunity to record stuff and make videos, because I still have a job. Even in this COVID lockdown. Hold on, let me try to get away from the gust of wind. It's not as strong as it was when I came here, but it's still pretty annoying. So I'm going to try to speak a little loudly. not deal with it. Not you guys, obviously, the people around here. Which there doesn't even listen to me, and a lot of people here to begin with, so I guess it's okay. Oh look, some Pokemon spawn. I'm gonna go for Diglett because it has a weather boost, and I'm kind of short on Stardust at the moment. As a matter of fact, I'm always short on Stardust. The thing is, though, I get like 100,000, closer to 200,000, and I just spend it all on 2 or 3 Pokemon. So that's why I always need Stardust. I get lots of Stardust from battling in the PvP battles, but even then, I mean, I burn through it pretty quickly. That's why I'm always, whenever I have a chance to catch a Pokemon with a weather boost, I go for it. I don't waste opportunities like that. At least for now. Who knows? Maybe once I get to level 40, everything is going to be completely different for me. Anyways, by the way, as you can see, I caught a few temples since last night, which means I can evolve my Palpitoad into a Seismitoad at the moment. Maybe I'll do it once I get back home, who knows, but for right now, getting home is the most important thing. Anyways, so yeah, thank goodness I started making these videos. I'm not gonna go for the Galarian Stunfisk, even though it has a weather boost. It's a lot harder to catch than a Diglett. Reasoning, people, reasoning. Always gotta rationalize these things. Oh, come on, dude. Stop doing that. So, things have really calmed down over here. I can actually hear myself think for once. It doesn't normally happen because of the gusts of wind that cover this place. The thing is, this whole area, you guys can't really see it right now, but we're between 2 really tall buildings. So that's why there's always strong winds over here, because the not because of that, because the wind is trying to squeeze its way through these 2 tall buildings. So the majority of it is being channeled through this area over here. Just a little bit of the science of aerodynamics in this city. Another Pokestop. I'm not going to go for the new one, just because I don't really think I'm going to use this Feebas for long after I evolve it into a Milotic, just because I don't really like Milotic personally. I know it's the unpopular thing to say, but I really don't like Milotic as a Pokemon. Maybe it's because it's always everyone's favorite. Maybe it's because I had a hard time battling some of them in Emerald. Who knows? But yeah, Milotic's not really one of my favorite Pokemon at all. So, plus I already have a couple of strong water types, so I don't really need another one. Plus, I don't really think it's this Feebas's IV is already good, so no reason to keep it around. So I'm not really gonna keep this Feebas around once I evolve it into Milotic. So there's no need to go for new Pokestops, or rather Pokestops that I haven't visited before, because you get extra hearts when you do spin them. I much rather save these Pokestops for Pokemon that I am planning to keep around. Let's catch another temple, just because I want to, put some extra effort into training the Seismitoad once I evolve it. Come on, dude, stop moving. Thank you. Well, we're almost at the central bus station. Let's just hope at least I'll get enough time to talk to you guys before a bus comes. Look at the way my hair is flowing in the wind. A year and a half ago, this was not possible, because I didn't have any hair to flow in the wind. Look at this fish. It's a happy fish. Like Happy Feet, but it's a fish. another Diglett because, you know, gotta have that weather boost. So yeah, it's been a pretty productive day so far. Well, maybe not, because like I said, I'm not gonna, oh, come on, I'm not gonna be able to record the video that I wanted to record once I get back home. Might have some time to do it, but I don't want to risk it. It's a video I can record whenever I want to, and I'll miss the bus to go to work. Then I'll have to get to work on my own. You know, actually pay for a bus because it's a carpool. So yeah, I don't have to pay for this bus to get to work. But if I miss the bus, then I'll either have to go to the bus station and take 2 buses to get to work, or maybe even get a taxi, which is just brutal financially, and that's not really the wisest thing right now. So I'd much rather rely on the carpool bus to take me home. Oh, look at that. They blocked off the entire train station. I guess it's the smart thing to do right now. Another smart thing to do is to put some renovations around this place, because I'm not using the train anyway. Let's go for that. Oh, there's a tepig over there. Let's catch the snivy first. I have all 3 of the... Well, I have a Samurai and a Superior. I don't have an Embor yet, which is why... Oh, come on. Which is why I need a tepig more than I need a snivy. So let's catch this tepig. It's a very high CP, so I'm gonna try for an Ultra Ball, just to be on the safe side. It doesn't really mean it's gonna work, but if it does work, yes, got it. How much tepig candy do I have? Let me just oh. So yeah, we can almost evolve a tepig into an Embor. Almost got run over by that stupid bus. Didn't really see me there. And yeah, let's go for an Oshawott. Oops, I clicked on the zigzaggy one. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. My bus is over there. We throw. And oh, finally some shade. I'm not blinded by the sun. So this has been my day so far. By the way, I am going to work later, and I'm not going to record another video like this. Ooh, wow. Let's go for Slugma. Get those withers. Where I work at Intel, by the way, just in case you guys didn't know. And the thing is, I'm not allowed to take pictures or record videos in the vicinity of the factory, so I won't be able to do this, because I play Pokemon Go all the time at work. Don't let my bosses hear me say that. But yeah, I can play Pokemon Go there. I just can't record myself playing it, which kind of sucks. But I mean, rules are rules, and the company is allowed to do what it wants to when it comes to protecting its secrets and whatnot. So this is gonna be the series for, going forward. I'm gonna keep recording myself playing Pokemon Go on the go, and updating you guys regularly of my situation in life, if you guys actually care about that. Let's see what this thing is telling us. I think it's gonna be a good thing for me. Very therapeutic. That's gonna give me a chance to maybe talk to you guys and blow off some steam, I suppose. Update you guys on my current progress in life, and For those of you who have actually been following me from the beginning, I've actually been started my channel doing vlogs, actually. And this is sort of a way to do it without actually vlogging, because when I started doing the vlogs on my channel, I kept searching for things to talk about, even when I didn't have any, and I didn't want to force myself to keep coming up with topics to talk about every week or so for vlogs. So eventually I just stopped doing that after 17 vlogs or so, and just moved on to other stuff like trailer reactions, movie reviews, and all the stuff that I normally used to do on my channel before the COVID happened. And when COVID happened, obviously it meant I couldn't really do a lot of things that I used to do a lot. So I decided to make this. I guess it's the best sort of compromise. That's not my boss. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's something. Like I said, content is content, and you need content for a YouTube channel. So since there doesn't really seem to be any Pokemon here, I'm just gonna stop the recording here and talk to you guys again once I'll get off the bus in my neighborhood. So what happened? What happened? Decided to run. That's not my bus again. So anyways, I'm gonna stop the recording here and talk to you guys later. Goodbye for now. You missed me. As you can see, I'm already here, and I've already spun a few Pokestops before starting this recording. Oh look, there's a Team Rocket guy over there. We'll talk to him later. Oops. Raised the railing over there. Let's go to my usual place for Pokeballs that I showed you guys last night. And a few changes have happened since last night. Obviously, most if not all the Pokemon that I put in those gyms were defeated and were brought back to me. Which, I mean, it's par for the course. I mean, that's the only way to get Pokecoins, or at least the best way to get Pokecoins. So I'm not mad about it. I mean, it's just business as usual. Put a few Pokemon there, and they stay there for most of the night while everyone else is asleep. And in the morning, when all the kids wake up and they see someone else's Pokemon inside the gym, they decide to battle them. They get to claim the gym for a while, and I get money for it. Virtual money, obviously. Yesterday we saw a Rufflet over here. Today there's a full-grown Braviary with a friendship ribbon on it. So I guess someone used the Rufflet as a buddy. Best way to evolve a Rufflet, if you ask me. I don't even know how much candy do you need to evolve a Rufflet into a Braviary. Assuming a lot, since in the main series games, Rufflet evolves at like level 54, I think, which is just insane. I had a Rufflet that I caught in Pokemon White. Fortunately for me, I caught it pretty late in the game, so I didn't really have to grind it too much, and was already pretty strong enough on its own, so it was easy to train. So I evolved it into a Braviary pretty fast, and I used it against the Elite Four. And obviously later I used it against Cynthia and Alder. Pretty good Pokemon. I highly recommend Braviary in Generation 5. Or just Braviary in general. It's a really strong Pokemon. It would have been a lot better if it was fighting type though. You know, flying fighting, because Mandibuzz is flying in dark. Speaking of dark, there's a Hydreigon over there. And a Houndoom. I think that's my Houndoom, by the way, from yesterday. Oh, and a Dino. Lots of dark Pokemon in this game. And as I was saying, Mandibuzz and I guess Volby as well are flying dark types because they're vultures, obviously. So I think it makes sense for Braviary to be flying and fighting. First of all, what am I doing? It's Old Eagle, the main bird of the United States. That's why it's the most American Pokemon ever, introduced in the region that's specifically based on New York City. So I think there are multiple reasons for why Braviary, and even Rufflet for that matter, should be flying and fighting. But they're not, so whatever. We did get a flying and fighting Pokemon in the next gen, after Gen 5, in the form of Halucha, but I don't know, I think it makes a lot of sense for Braviary to be flying and fighting as well. Whatever. Game Freak does what Game Freak wants to do. There's another Nosepass over here. I thought there was only one. Let's catch this one. Yes! One good thing I can say about Nosepass is it's very easy to... oh, come on. It's not easy to catch, I'll give him that, but it's very easy to land an excellent throw on it. One of those... oh, come on. One of those rare Pokemon where it's actually very easy to land an excellent throw on. Now, if it was easier to catch, it probably would have been much more helpful. But whatever. I don't really think that excellent throws, nice throws, and great throws have anything to do with upping your chances for catching Pokemon. I just think this is based on personal experience, by the way, because I had Pokemon where I had an excellent throw 3 in a row, and just the next one was just a bad throw, not even a nice throw, and it caught it. So, yeah. Not really sure what I was trying to say with that. Anyways, let's just get some the Pokeballs. Did you guys see that? Wow. Hope I can screen grab that one because that one was awesome. Anyways, let's get some Pokeballs and get the hell out of here. I gotta get ready for work, and there are too many kids here for my liking. That's why I like coming to this place at night, when there's nobody here. Of course, somebody already put their Galarian Meowth in here. Of course. What else, right? That's a very close-up shot at Executor, and I'm not happy about it. Let's go to that gym, and the last one over there. Oh no, we've been here. We've been here. So. Now for the last one, and you can call it a day. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll do one more recording before the bus to my work. Oh, that balloon was still mine. I remember that. Maybe I'll have one more recording before I go to work, but that's about it. So, yeah. This has been my day so far. So that's what I'm gonna do for tomorrow. I'm not really sure because, as I mentioned, I'm working the night shift tonight, so I'll probably be exhausted by the time I get back home tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll do a little bit of recording and just go to sleep. But like I said, this series is really a good alternative for not having too much content to work with on my channel at the moment. Oh look, Carvana. Piranhas are pretty rare. And I guess Sharpedo is a useful Pokemon. I did mention that. Come on. I did mention that I already have a couple of good water types. That's why I don't really need my Lodic at the moment. I'm kind of low on good dark types, so yeah. That's Sharpedo is a good Pokemon to have, I suppose. Thing is, I don't really have a lot of good ghost types. I have a Gengar and a Golurk. That's about it. But here's an interesting question though. Do we even need strong ghost types in this game? Because ghost types, I think they're only effective against ghost and psychic. And spoiler alert, that's exactly the same thing with dark types. So why do we even need ghost types in Pokemon Go? I guess in the regular games, ghost types are a smarter thing to have because they have 2 immunities to normal and fighting. But there are no immunities in Pokemon Go, so ghost types in Pokemon Go are effectively weaker because they don't have the immunities to fighting in normal. Sure, their fighting and normal moves aren't super effective on ghost types, but still, it's still not good enough for me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Just my opinion. Let's catch another Oshawott because I love Oshawott. Even though Ash's Oshawott in the anime sucks. Okay, maybe it doesn't really suck, but I mean, it's annoying. I don't like Ash's Oshawott. Or should I call it Ashawott? Oh, come on. Maybe it heard me talk badly about Ash's Oshawott and now it's getting defensive. I don't know. But yeah. I wish Ash's Oshawott was better. It has an annoying personality. It's like Piplup, but worse. It's Piplup mixed with Brock. And to be fair, I wasn't really a big fan of Dawn's Piplup at first, but it kind of grew on me. Oshawott just does not. And here's Leader Arlo. Let's have a battle with Arlo and what's the other one's name? Sierra, I think. They're pretty easy for me. Cliff is a beast though. That big muscular guy with the weird beard thing. Beard tattoo, whatever. Let's battle this guy. Now, most of the Team Rocket leaders use steel types, which is why I normally like to counter with fire types. As you can see, I have an Arcanine that I've named Darkanine because it only knows dark type moves. But no fire type. Oh, I've figured out a bit of a flaw. Hold on. Yeah, this screen over here not really working out for me. Let's just use some revives. Sheesh, I got a lot of Pokemon that need to revive. What have I been doing with my life? Let's revive Arcanine Fire and Flareon. This Arcanine Fire is an Arcanine that was traded to me by a friend at work, which is why it's called Arcanine Fire. I can't really change the name, I don't think, of a traded Pokemon. Sorry about that. And, well, it's a good thing because now I know which Arcanine is the Dark type one, Darkanine, the one I named it, and which one is the Fire type, because this one knows a lot of Fire types and good Fire types. Moves, sorry. So, yeah. Let's go into battle with our Fire type Arcanine. Maybe throw in a Mamoswine, even though it's weak to Steel types, because of the Ice type. And Maybe we should just keep Vaporeon. Let's see. First of all, the thing is, you gotta kind of see which kind of Pokemon he's gonna use to know how you can counter with it. It's a Mawile, okay. Weak to fire, and it knows Ice Fang, which is not effective at all on a fire type like Arcanine, even though it is pretty bulky. Let's just pull up a shield, just in case it has nope. I was afraid it knows Earthquake. So, that's that. Oh no, it's a Charizard. Hold on, let's go for Fire Blast. It's not very super effective because it's a fire type move against a fire type, but on the bright side, he's gonna use his protective shield. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye, Arcanine. Now let's pull out Vaporeon. Fire and water don't mix very well. Wow, I'm barely even making a dent. Should I use another one? I don't know. You can never really tell with Team Rocket leaders. Sometimes their charge attacks are just super strong against your Pokemon, even when you're at a type disadvantage. So I don't want to take that chance. Let's just finish off his Charizard. Oh, come on. Dude. Now, my Mamoswine knows mainly ground type moves. See what I mean there? Oh, I actually took down the Charizard. So I guess ground type moves are good against Scizor. Sort of. Because... oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Well, at least now we know what kind of Pokemon does he use. So he uses a Mawile, just like every Arlo, pretty much. A Charizard, which kind of threw us off our game. And a Scizor. So get Mamoswine out of there. Maybe replace it with a Flareon. Because I have a Flareon and it's pretty strong. So let's use that. Yeah, good effort. Let's rematch. I'm gonna have to make the screen smaller again. This time, just to save time, I'm gonna use a Max Revive on Arcanine and Vaporeon. Now, let's put Arcanine Fire first, then Vaporeon, or maybe Shiny Dose. It's a Shiny Gyarados, get it? Yeah, maybe Shiny Dose, and this Flareon, not the other Flareon. Of course, now we need to heal Shiny Dose up, but nothing too problematic. Let's just use this Super Potion. Yep, it's enough. Whoa, almost tripped myself there. Let's just make the screen bigger again. This looks like a good team. Use against this guy. It's a good thing it knows Ice Fang because it's not very effective on Arcanine. Again, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to use the protective shield. I'm going to use the Fire Blast again on Charizard. Another good bonus for using charge attacks against Team Rocket operatives. It kind of stops them from attacking for a while, and they need some time to think about what they're doing next. So there goes Arcanine, Vaporeon. doesn't look good. Actually, it feels like it's a lot worse than the previous battle. Hold on. Let's see, just quickly use... no. No, this is not good. I needed to use that. He's gonna use his shield again, whatever, so it doesn't really affect him all that much. But on the bright side, at least it stopped him from attacking for a few seconds, so he can do this. Okay, now for Scizor, which has a double weakness. It's a Flareon, and Steel type moves like it's Bullet Punch aren't super effective on a fire type like Flareon. However, it came at me with Night Slash. Yeah, I don't think Arlo's going down tonight. And well, this video is already long enough as it is. I don't want to bore you guys too much with the details. Maybe I'll find Arlo again. I'll get some rest, but who knows. So yeah, I gotta go back home and get ready for work. Maybe I'll challenge Arlo again while I'm waiting for the carpool bus to get me to work, but again, that's just a maybe. So I think I'm gonna catch this Tepig, obviously, and go back home. So sorry guys, you got to see me lose to Arlo twice and lose a Tepig. Wow, I'm blowing it today, aren't I? I'm terrible. I'm sorry. Let's get some stuff. Oh look, there's another Tepig. It's not gonna be our Tepig redemption. Who knows? Let's go for the Pinup Berry and an Ultra Ball. Whee! Yes, got it. So, that's about it as far as this video is concerned. Again, maybe I'll record another one before the bus comes. Who knows? I knows. Goodbye for now. Hold on. Hello again, everybody! I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.